When you're sitting in the stands at a big arena, the sights and sounds of a major sporting event can be a real thrill. But they can also overwhelm, especially those with autism and similar challenges. Now there's a growing movement to fix that. Dana Jacobson has the story. Dana, good morning.
Good morning. Tomorrow's NFL Pro Bowl will be the first to cater to the needs of people with sensory issues. But across the country, stadiums and arenas are addressing those needs for every game and event, in large part because of the experience of one family from Akron, Ohio. A basketball game, a hockey game seems like an easy thing to go to as a family, but it's not for you.
It's not. I think that it's challenging from the moment, the anxiety of the unknown, where are we going, what are we doing, to getting here and parking, finding a spot, over the crowds, getting in, and that's before you get to your seat.
Amy and Jeff Bellis know going to sporting events with their autistic son Carson can be more anxiety-filled than exciting. Large crowds and loud noises can be overwhelming to him. Still, in February 2016, they decided to give a hockey game with Carson a shot.
It was Autism Awareness Night, and we thought, what a great opportunity.
Boards at center, loose puck, high slot, Justin Scott.
The Cleveland Monsters of the American Hockey League
The save rebound, they score!
were welcoming autistic fans and their families to a game at its shared home with the Cleveland Cavaliers, Quicken Loans Arena, also known as the Q. But when the Bellises arrived, they felt anything but welcome.
Hello, my name is Carson.
12-year-old Carson can't speak and uses an electronic device which he wears around his neck to communicate.
He had trouble in going through security, and the security guard not understanding what Carson's device was or what it was used for.
What happened?
We're actually told that he couldn't come through security with that, and Carson got a little anxious, and so then the security guard
he looked at me and he said
that we need to get control.
Yeah, he said, get control of that child.
So
How did that make you feel?
defeated.
Amy couldn't let it go, so she took to social media, launching this tweet. Treated very poorly by the Q security last night for Autism Awareness Night, a message that reverberated throughout the arena.
I felt like I, missed an opportunity on a professional level, for us to be better than that.
Amy's complaint got the attention of Anthony Bonavita, Senior Vice President for Facility Operations at the Q.
See everybody.
The Bellis' experience hit home for Bonavita. His son Dominic is also on the autism spectrum.
And on a personal level, I felt like I let him down. Ultimately, it falls on me.
Bonavita reached out to the Bellis family. What did they say when they reached out?
Of course, initially apologizing, but then they just listened, and I just gave them some suggestions, some things that I was thinking of. I wanted to make sure they were going to follow through. This really needs to be done. This can't happen again.
And so we want to make sure that they feel welcome here.
The Q responded quickly, working with the Cleveland Clinic on training for staff. The goal? To become more inclusive for those with sensory issues, ranging from autism to PTSD. Why was that so important for the Q?
As for any business, you want to be as broad as you can to attract as many different people as you can. That's just good business. But we're more than that. What we mean to this city means more than a business element. We want it to be more about my son or your son or anybody else's parent or somebody who has PTSD, to know that they have a home and a place that they can come.
Now, when a family like the Bellises comes to the Q, they can pick up a sensory-friendly bag. It includes items like fidget toys, a weighted lap pad, and noise-canceling headphones.
Here's the beanbag.
There's also a sensory room, a designated space away from the action that serves as an escape if the sights and sounds in the arena get to be too much.
Pressing the remote, but
Inside, soothing bubble art on the walls
just moves around.
and tactile displays that can calm a mind that's been overstimulated.
Even as we're walking right now, you can hear how loud the traffic is.
The Q can thank Michelle Kong for the changes. She and her husband, Julian Maha, are physicians and the parents of 2 boys, including a 10-year-old who is autistic.
Culture City started.
They created a nonprofit called Culture City, focused on a mission of inclusion.
We saw how having a diagnosis like autism, it truly made the families isolated from the community. So the genesis of Culture City really was us saying, how can we change the culture of a community to one where it is inclusive to all individuals regardless of their challenges?
Culture City started by helping their local zoo in Birmingham, Alabama become sensory inclusive in 2014. But perhaps their biggest impact has been sports venues. Culture City has helped 15 NBA and NHL arenas and 1 NFL stadium become sensory aware. Their first was the Q. So what's it like now coming to games with the sensory awareness room?
You feel welcome.
To sit and look around and know that we can do what other families can do is pretty awesome.
And it really is minimal cost for those rooms. And the idea that maybe just one more fan can go to a concert or go to a game is all the difference. And you read the emails from these people that were able to, it's incredible.
Good for them. Those kids deserve a shot at seeing some sports in an arena.
And I think we all need a room with soothing bubble art.
Yeah, we do.